All right, we're back. I'm going to try to keep a little better eye on the stream quality because something went terribly wrong. I don't know if my laptop was trying to update while I was streaming or what. But I reset my machine, reset everything. All right, right now it says the stream is healthy. So we'll leave it as is. And we'll see if my laptop decides to turn into a helicopter and fly away. All right. I'm telling you, being out of the shop is out of my element here. Track me. There we go. Follow me. I'm going this way. All right, let's actually take off this plate down here while I can. Is the laptop flying away yet? No. It's only at 15% usage. Should be fine. The other variable is this is the opposite end of the house from the modem and router. So I wonder if that's not affecting the stream. Plug my laptop back in. So really, I'd like to rip up the floor trim and door trim too. And you can't see it, but directly behind you is a closet. Fairly decent sized closet too, but right now it's a storage unit. I'm not going to show you what's in it. But all the closets, you lose space when the door opens inward to the closet. So I want to figure out a way to make that like a sliding door. I don't know if I can do it. It's worth trying. That's charging. Yep. All right. And then, like I said, I don't know if it came through in the previous failed attempt at a live stream, but yesterday I spent the entire day cleaning this room out and take everything to a storage unit. So if you want to see the behind the scenes stuff, go check it out on my Patreon page. Actually, it's not posted yet, but I'm going to post it here in a little bit. I think I'm going to work in here for a couple hours today. I got some other stuff to get done. One more. I'm over here. Ugh. Wow. I'm excited to get this room done. Unfortunately, I was hoping my tax return would be here before I'm on vacation this week. So I was hoping to just go out, get all the hardware, all the wood, all the materials I need to just dive into this room and get it done in 2 or 3 weeks. But Uncle Sam's a little slow for me. Getting a little cloudy out there. I'm excited to get this done though, because this room has just basically been a storage unit since we bought the house. Some curtains. Curtains. curtain rods, man. I don't know. Anytime I'm playing with curtain rods, I always feel like a ninja. The little kid in me thinks I'm Donatello from the Turtles. Starts swinging that thing around, whooping somebody's ass with it. Spin this around this way. Sorry, I'm figuring out how to do this in this little confined space. What's killing me is, in my shop, I can screen mirror my laptop to a TV so I can always see what you see. But this TV is ancient. I should have brought up like a little cup or a bowl or bucket for all these fasteners. I mean, look at this. I already got a little mountain of stuff right here. Oh, I'll get off that. That doesn't seem to be working. There we go. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, we'll just ignore that for a minute. James FICO. Thank you, sir. Yes, my mustache does have its own zip code. I'm just glad to see this. The stream is healthy enough for people to chat. Getting rid of these blinds. The guy who owned this house before we bought it, I think he used it as a rental property. Everything looks like it's kind of been smoked. I mean, white plastic does naturally kind of turn like dingy looking over time, like the old computers. But I mean, this kind of looks like the house had smokers in it. Speaking of smokers, well, that's not actually hitting nothing. Neither is that one. Those two screws are in there for show. Let's see if I can get the phone working here. There we go. Let me get you up here, get you a little closer view. So there's two screws in here. Oh, those were doing a lot of work. We got two over here. Let's see if these two are even doing anything. Hey, those actually hit something. This is challenging, man. I'm out of my element. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands. Okay, that barely hit something. Barely hit a stud. I think had like 2 threads into a stud. I mean, I only backed him out just a hair. Gotta bounce back and forth. My phone can only act as a mobile webcam for a couple hours before it dies, so I kind of have to juggle it on and off of the charger. My channel is primarily like woodworking, home renovations, DIY stuff. And this is the first time I've live streamed. I'm on vacation this week, so it's the first time I've live streamed around noon. So I'm interested to see what the demographic of people are that are interested in this. Because I know right now most of the people live streaming right now are watching live streams or watching talking heads. And that shit gets old and boring. I mean, I can only listen to this. I was holding this in here. Okay. I mean, I don't even care if the TV breaks. It's so old. Look at it. It's like 6 inches thick. This is too big for my... Not enough space between the wall and the TV for me to get the drill in there, I think. Oh, I might be able to do this. It worked. So heavy. Yeah, I was at Walmart yesterday. I think they had a 65-inch Hisense TV. I mean, obviously that's not the best quality TV in the world. But it was like $275. It's like, I remember I paid like $3,200 for a 40-inch TV when plasmas first came out. And the threads for these damn bolts on these TV mounts are like almost 3 inches long, so this is going to be a minute. And actually the last time I installed a TV mount, I like to do woodworking, and I used to work on cars back in the day, and I took all my automotive, like sockets and ratchets and stuff, put them in my storage unit, and I didn't want to drive all the way to the storage unit to look for a socket and a ratchet. So I wound up, the last TV mount I installed, I used an adjustable wrench, and that took forever. I actually made a long form video about it, but then I scrapped it because just watching me use an adjustable wrench was so moronic. I was like, I can't post that. That's ridiculous. People are going to think this guy's an idiot. I am. Secret. Hey, look at that. It's like a 3-inch thread. Maybe 3.5. One. And I'm replacing all these outlets and switches. They're all that old yellow look to them. Come on, kiss my ass, man. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, why does my shoulder hurt? There we go. Come on. Trash day's not till tomorrow night. All right. See if we missed anything. I gotta get those wall anchors out up there. And then I think I'm gonna clear some of this out. At least I did make a checklist of stuff I needed before I came up here. Otherwise, this would have been a live stream of me walking up and down my stairs to the garage 100 times. What's up, Duck? Duck Young Lee? Leon Goy? Alright. Let's get some of this crap up off the floor and into that corner for now. That way, because I'm going to drag the shop vac and my sander around the room. And the faster and more mobile I can be at that, the faster this is going to go. Actually, let me just throw the shit out of the room. Hey, Bugs.
Hi. Are you still recording?
What's that? Yeah.
Can you hear my TV?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. And stop following me. I'm right here. Sorry. My camera got lonely. He said, oh no, he reffed me. He reffed me. Oh no. It's funny because when the gimbal can't find me no more, it just pokes its head down like this and turns yellow. Like it's sad. What was that movie? Actually, I need this. What was that movie? Oh, Johnny 5. Hey. Little Beats sizable earbud thingies. I think the Murphy bed is going to go on that wall. Alright, so let's step back and reevaluate where we're at here. I think the Murphy bed is going to go on that wall. So I don't really want to waste time sanding the high spots off that if it's just going to be buried behind custom shelves and cabinets in a bed. I think I want to start like on that wall, work my way this way. There's the dresser and my setup. I'm using my little mobile command module. And then I'll work my way down that wall because that's the largest wall in the room. Got to get a new smoke detector for in here. Look at that thing. I mean, it's almost pumpkin orange. All right. Let me get this back on the charger for now. Now I'm going to be running some power tools, so I'm going to turn down the volume on the mics because that is annoying. And then while I'm sanding, I might try to figure out a way to get better close-ups. And yeah, I know they make drywall sanders, but good ones are like $600-700. And right now, I don't want to spend $600 or $700 on a tool that I'm going to use once in a blue moon. And I've called all the tool rental places around me. They don't rent drywall sanders and ceiling sanders. And so you can't see it, but I also have popcorn ceilings, which removing popcorn from a ceiling is actually kind of dangerous because at one time they used asbestos in the popcorn. But I'm going to look up the regulations on when they stopped because I'm pretty sure they stopped in the 80s. And this house was built in the late 90s, early 2000s. So I think I'd be safe to remove it. I am, however, still going to wear a mask because I'd rather not get mesothelioma. All right. Oh no. I did all this prep work and I forgot my dust collection hose. I do have to run to the shop. All right, I'm gonna put on the be right back. But you'll probably still be able to hear me. I'll have my mic on. You can hear me trip and fall down my stairs. Oh, hi, Kiwi. All right. See, this is where I like to film. This is my shop. Ooh, a cookie. I deserve a cookie. No, Kiwi. Dogs can't have cookies. Got it. Actually, I think we'll start here because we got better lighting here. Oh crap, I'm running out of water. And I might need extension cords, damn. I took one bite of a cookie and now my stomach hurts. Alright, I have learned that when I run power tools to turn this way down because the sound is super What's going on, Mark? So right now, currently removing some texture from this wall. Kind of hard to tell. Let me unplug you, get you a little closer. It's a good time for me to take a break. The latex paint is actually starting to melt to my sander. So here is a textured wall. And here is the area I've already sanded. I'm renovating my guest bedroom. Going to turn it into an office / studio. Usually I'm in my workshop, so I've got a little bit better live setup, but right now, this is the first time I've live streamed in this room, so I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, basically I'm sanding the high spots off of the texture. And I've gotten about 6 feet done in about 45 minutes, so that's not good. I might have to change the sand pad. Let me get a drink here. I'm up here, gimbal. There we go. I'm gonna have to change my sanding pad. I knew sanding these walls would take a while. I did not know it would take that long. I might have to go get some more water. It's getting hot in here. I don't know if my daughter turned off the AC or what. It was cranking AC. Alright, let me plug my phone back in before it dies. Well, but yeah, I know this isn't the most thrilling viewing experience, but it's the best I can do with what I got right now. If you want to see what this room looked like yesterday, go to my Patreon page. Later tonight I'm going to have the video of me gutting this room. It was a storage unit, so some behind the scenes takes. I take my daughter to the farm here in about an hour and a half, so whew. Sanding the wall works up a sweat. Oh, thanks, Mark. I know they make those big drywall sanders. You know, they got like 9 and 12-inch pads on them. I don't really want to spend $600-700 on a good one right now, and none of the tool places near me rent them. So this one's not falling off yet. Appreciate you swinging by the. It's not the workshop. It's my guest bedroom. First time I haven't been in the workshop, so this is weird. The next stream will be better. I have a better idea of where the outlets are, plug-ins, angles. But like anything, the first time you do it, you suck and it takes twice as long. Man, actually, if I could get, this is the biggest wall here, so if I could get that done today, I'd be pleased with that. Are they heavy? The big ones with the, you know, where you can sand the ceiling? I need a break. It's hot. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, why are my shoulders hurt? I hear a child moving around. All right, I'm gonna get back to it. turn you down so the audio doesn't melt your Unfortunately, I don't know how to repair tools. Let's stand up. Good reason to stretch. I'm having a problem with my metabolism. My miter saw auto stop brake. I changed brushes and trigger switch. Any ideas? Unfortunately, I don't know much about tool repair. Actually, I do know of a place in Indy called Quality Tool and Supply. They're like licensed DeWalt tool repair people, and I know they have a bunch of Metabo like signage. So they might be, if you look up like tool suppliers near you, they might have licensed repairmen. Unfortunately, I think the process takes forever. Kind of looks like a transmission repair place. Do you have any of those in town? Every transmission shop I ever drive by looks like a junkyard. Just people take their car there, they can't afford a new transmission, and the shit just piles up. But yeah, I got the DeWalt miter saw, and I intentionally got it over the Festool Capex because at the time when I made the purchase, the Capex was known allegedly for kind of burning up motors. So I went with the DeWalt, which is great. It just has bad dust collection. I'm gonna get back to the wall. Sounds like I'm in Game of Thrones. I gotta switch pads, man. The latex is building up on there, and that is actually, like, it's so hot. I thought it kind of burned me a little bit. I've noticed that the sanding's taking longer too, so it's time to switch up pads. I'm just kind of scared because I'm running low on sanding pads. It's just interesting. Switch back to the action cam. Like in this region here, tons of texture. You know where the drywallers and the mudders did a slap-ass job and the guy comes in and textures it to cover up all their mistakes? Tons of texture here. Down here at the bottom, just like there's no texture. It's almost smooth. So like even the texture guy that came in, so you had the drywall guys come in. They did a slap-ass job. Then you got the mud guys that come in to cover up the drywall guy's mistakes, and he does a slap-ass job. So what do they do next? They send in people to paint and texture, and they do a slap-ass job. It's like there's no quality in home building anymore unless you pay through the nose. I don't know. Maybe these people don't take any pride in what they do. Hell. All right, I'm turning the sander back on. Yeah, I should have changed sanding pads a long time ago. That just kicked ass. I didn't realize how much that wore out. All right, let's try this. I'm always trying to get a little better. Hey, there we go. It's a little better. Boom. We got to about here done. Which ain't bad. Not great. This will give me a second. I go around this way, and I can move my phone. Hopefully get a little better angle for you guys. I learned in this stream to make sure to bring an extra extension cord. All right, we're gonna go back up here. Now I'm trapped. I'm too old to go over the cord, and I'm too old to go under the cord. What do I do? What time is it? 2:05. I'm gonna do this another 10 minutes. Where'd you go? Follow me, camera. I'm gonna do this for probably another 10 minutes and go refill my water because this room's getting hot as hell. I'm starting to sweat. So we got half of the biggest wall done in about an hour, hour and a half, which is, I'm thinking, not too bad. I mean, I'm still gonna have to come back here and do this top 1.5 feet. But what I'm noticing is the tops and the bottoms have the least amount of texture. It looks like homeboy just came through here and was like, just the middle. Like even that could use a little more sanding, but that's enough. I'm about to run downstairs to get some water. It's hot as hell in here. Hot in here. And I gotta reposition that camera real quick. And then tonight after this live stream, I'm gonna get some of the trash out of here. Let's plug this in. Oh, well, no. You can actually kind of see in the light, you can actually see when I step away, you see where that is smooth. We got about 6 feet to go before we're to the door, so that's not bad. All right, let me put y'all on timeout for a second. I'm gonna go refill my water. I'm back. I have Wawa. Getting cloudy out. And the AC is on. I don't know why it's 100 degrees in here. I think it also helps to let the sanding pad cool off every now and then, because the latex paint seems to stick to it and melt. All right, I'm gonna quiet. There's still quite a bit of texture in this area. They really went ham with the texture. So I assume there's probably a drywall joint, like right here. And to cover up the shitty work, they just textured the crap out of it. But I've knocked down all the high spots, so I'm willing to bet it's good enough so when I add mud, it'll be flat. But, I mean, there's still a crap load of texture there. Whereas over here, you can see it's... Actually, let me switch you over to the camera phone. So you can see I've sanded to here. But from here to here, there's still a lot of texture. A lot of texture. And then from here down that way, it's a lot smoother. So that's what I'm saying is I'm willing to bet there's a drywall joint somewhere right here. I bet that's 8-10 feet. It's all right. This is nuts, dude. I knew when I came up here today, I told myself, I was like, this is gonna suck. It's gonna be terrible. It's just a stupid idea. You don't have to have flat walls. But my entire house is textured, and that chaps my ass. So, I mean, it's just nice to know that I can get the biggest wall done in 3 or 4 hours. It just sucks. And it's hard to, there's a moment where you have to resist the fact, because like, when you're sanding and woodworking, you want to get everything nice and flat and smooth, and you have to keep telling yourself in this moment, you're not trying to sand this bastard flat. You're just trying to get rid of the high spots so you can mud it. So I find myself losing my attention, trying to completely flatten the wall. And I checked, the AC's still on. It's set to 68, so I don't know why it's not making any air over here. It's getting pretty dark in here. The clouds. Let's see if this helps at all. Well, that's a horrific color for the light, but it does work. It's getting really cloudy. Where's my gimbal? Why is my gimbal not following? I'm over here. Gimbal. Gimbal. Whatever. I'm over here turning on this lamp. See if we get a little more light in here. Oh. The wife is home. Hi, babe. Okay. The lip sweater on this guy, dude. I've never heard it called that. My soup strainer. Hold on a second. I'm gonna mute you guys for a second. I don't know what shit my wife's gonna say. Yeah, I can honestly say I've never heard lip sweater before. I don't know if that was thunder or a train moving in. I think I'm gonna switch sanding pads. I think that's slowing me down. I don't want to burn through them though, because I'm kind of running low. For some reason, my gimbal is giving up on me. Actually, let's see if I can bring it back to life. Hey, there you go. My gimbal's alive. What do I need, babe? Let's work with the gimbal for a little bit. 3. Got a little bit longer. I'm hoping I can get to the door in half an hour. And then that'll probably be the end of this one. For now. All right. So clockwise motion seems to be the most effective way to do this. But it also seems to be the optimal motion and direction and angle to throw textured shit in my eyes. So let's see what this does. There we go. Try this angle for a minute. I just realized there's some kind of I've been sitting over here on the floor and I don't know what that stain is on the floor. That's not cool. I just realized there's some weird stains and I think I was I think I'm gonna give the sander and the shop vac a minute to cool off. It's starting to make some funny sounds. I'm not trying to burn up my shop vac. Alright, so we'll do a quick tour of what we got done here. So there's the entrance to the room. Closet you'll never see inside of because it's a storage unit. That back wall is where I'm wanting to put a Murphy bed, custom cabinets, shelves. I think that's where it's going. That makes the most sense. I don't know, maybe there. I just don't see putting a Murphy bed on that wall. Might be the biggest one we have. I give up. Hello there. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. So there's the entrance to the guest bedroom, which is going to be an office soon, and a guest bedroom. It's got about an 8-foot walkway there that's about 4 feet wide. So it doesn't make sense to put a Murphy bed on this wall, because then you'd be walking right into it. Closet, currently a storage unit. I believe that's the wall I'm going to put the Murphy bed on. There or there. It's the only two places that make sense in this whole room. Really, that one. So I'm not even going to bother sanding the texture off this wall. Look at this. I have no idea what the hell that was. Somebody did a crap ass job filling it though. And there's one above it, and one off over here on this side, and one below it. Oh, there's 6 of them. Boom, boom, boom. I have no idea what the hell was there. You got the window out back. And you can see I almost got the biggest wall in here. I almost got it sanded down in about 3 hours, minus the foot at the top because I'm not that tall. You got over here. I haven't got down there yet. But my Craftsman shop vac doogies starting to get pretty hot. So yeah, I think this is going to be the point where we sign off for today, for now. Hello there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. There's a lot of vowels in your name. Yeah. Sorry. All right. Yeah, so we got this done in about 3 hours, which tells me I should be able to get that wall done 3 hours tomorrow. Maybe I can work on these other 2 or 3 off camera. I'm going to film a long form video tonight. But yeah, so if you want to see what this room looked like yesterday before I took 2 truckloads of stuff to the storage unit, go to my Patreon page. There's going to be behind the scenes stuff I post later on tonight. I haven't got it edited yet, so it'll be on there later tonight. But yeah, I gotta eat something. Shot vac in the sander starting to sound funny. I don't want to burn them up. And I gotta take my kids somewhere here in about an hour, so right on. Appreciate you guys swinging by. I was gonna say the shop, but we're not in the shop. And like I said, this is the first time I've live streamed outside of my shop, so I didn't know exactly how the camera angles was going to work. I kind of had an idea of what I thought it would be like, and I've already figured out a bunch of stuff to improve. So the next live stream, which will be tomorrow, probably about noon, maybe earlier, should be able to have a lot better angles, a little more interactive. Oh, and this is a great start to the stream today. I guess my laptop decided to try updating when I started the first live stream today. So then my laptop got really hot. It sounded like a helicopter, so I had to restart. Yeah, If you are a subscriber, I created a community page on my channel. Please go there, share photos of the project you're working on, or pictures of your shop dog. I love dogs. Yeah, if you like what happened here today, I know it's kind of crappy. First time out of the shop, so if you did like it, make sure to subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, share with everybody you know. I appreciate it. And you just watched me take all day to sand a wall. Get up and do it yourself.